sounds normal to me. Oh, that's weird. That might just be a a thing of me flipping it back and forth, or because it's split off. Maybe it sounds weird. Hello, 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 hello. Eat a dick. Hello, eat a dick. 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 Hello, 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 hello. Stephen. Well, fuckles. I don't know what it is about what happens when you get here, but things work, and then you get here, and things aren't working anymore. Yeah, yeah. That's weird because I can't hear you in here. Oh, I know what's going on. Uh huh. What he said. Oh, that's weird. Hello, Stephen. Steve. Stephen. See now, I have it going. Here, you. Yours. Your mic's off. Yeah. Turn it off. No. No. That's not at all what I had in mind, but that is good. Oh, it's what's funny now is that uh, both mics have dropped out. Yeah. No, they've dropped out of my headset anyway. Hello, hello, Steven? Carl. What? the 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 audio crashed.
Really? I can't hear
Ye-
though.
Yeah, it was after that.
I just started typing pro football crash instead of pro football news.
um, to
Didn't they lose? That's funny.
Hello?
Testing. What? Hello? Test. Am I frozen? Or are we just that delayed?
Testing. What? Hello?
Yes, you did it. Don't plug anything in. Like, no more headphones, I guess.
Yeah.
Or we just that delayed. Don't plug anything.
Nice work, man.
We're super loud, though.
Oh, shit. All right, I nearly killed my water.
Nice work, man. We're super.
There's some still in there if you want. Oh. Where'd you get that?
Did you leave and go somewhere?
Yeah, I didn't even know that. Jesus. Oh, boy. Oh, gosh. Oh, golly.
Did you leave and go somewhere?
I'll be right back.
Why did you do that?
I'm taking a muscle relaxer before volleyball tomorrow because it's still kind of tight, but I think I'm going to be able to be fine.
That shit's tight, bro. Hello? That shit's tight, bro. Nothing. Hello? That shit's tight, bro. Yeah. I just tell you one more thing. It's fine. Hello? That shit's tight, bro. Oh, we're starting.
Welcome to Pro Football Juice with your hosts, Nick and Jesse.
Sounds great.
Are you sure?
I muted it.
It sounded like it was skipping. Never mind. Sweet. Fucking yeah. Are you just testing that?
Funky comb my penis. Yeah, I was testing to make sure that the everything would start coming through.
Fucking cool, my penis.
So just we'll give it a little silence. As I say stuff. Great. There doesn't appear to be any like feedback loops or anything.
Bitchin'.
So I think we can move on and fucking finally start this bitch tit. Hope that guy doesn't like start talking to me. Shit, he did say something.
Oh, he did say something?
Yeah.
Oh, well, if you have to go help him, I'm gonna have M jump in.
I no, he said might be better if we hold off till I said might be better if we hold off till Thursday. He said, yeah, sorry. And I said, no worries.
Oh, okay.
Don't you worry about that thing. Everybody, it's gonna be alright.
Is that because that's not insensitive, right? Why is that not insensitive?
I don't know. Yeah, I guess I sing the song the same way.
Right? Why wouldn't you?
I
It's
know,
how he
you
sings
kinda
it.
have to.
Yeah, it's like
Man, Matt is in 9th place in our league. Low league, anyway.
is
That's
that
first? I bet Mike's first. Yeah, Mike is first. He's killing it, man. Mike is 3-0 and low.
I thought Lightning Rush was in first place, but he's not. He's in third place. My brother's no Return of the Marlon Mac, which is
Danielle.
yeah, and oh, I have it. Let's start it. Like it didn't. Nothing worked until I switched my computer's speakers to whatever. I'll figure it out later.
Gross.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
I don't think you're ready for this jelly. I don't think you're ready for this jelly. All right. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Welcome to Pro Football Juice with your hosts, Nick and Jesse.
Hey, Jesse.
Hey, what's the haps,
What's going on, guys? Juice Nation.
Hey, everybody.
Weird.
When I was recording and I was looking at the waves, you know, it was a lot smaller than normal. So, and then it's just stopped completely.
Oh, wait. So do we actually have audio?
Yes,
Okay.
but not in the podcast.
So you'll have to just yank the audio from the shit again.
Let's just start over.
Start the whole thing over?
Yeah, we're like 2 seconds into it.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
I don't. You should see this. You should see the sound waves. It's like small, and then it just goes nothing, silence.
Weird. Why?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying, brah. No, we don't have to do. If this doesn't work, I'll just rip it. I just want to try it one more time. Right, Bill? Bill's in heaven right now, by the way. Bill's in heaven. Won't you pet my head? If you died and went to heaven, you stupid bitch. All right, I'm starting over again. Check two.
Check two.
No, it's not
check.
coming through at all. I have no idea why, and I'm sick of it. I don't give a fuck right now.
Fuck.
But just for the podcast, I'm playing the intro.
Welcome to Pro Football Juice with your hosts, Nick and Jesse.
Hey, trying this now again for the first time for some people and the second time for
everybody.
Hey. Hey guys, welcome
here. Oh.
Jesse's canoodling Bill.
As per usual.
Yeah.
Hey, Juice Nation, how's it going?
Yeah, welcome to another. Wow, welcome back.
Yeah.
This weekly adventure that I am trying to stumble through the intro of. I'm Nick.
I'm Jesse. Well,
This is Pro Football Juice.
I feel like we need to have a script because we piss it around every
time. Yeah, we used to do different kind of openings, but we ran out of them.
Did we?
We kind of would do a different way of doing it, and then we kind of just started doing this whole confused. Bill really wants your attention, man.
Yeah, I know. It's super annoy berries.
Yeah, he's just slowly reaching up to you, and claws are coming out.
Yep,
It's
that's what he does.
Jesse.
That's what he. That's
Hey,
what,
Jesse!
that's what
What are you drinking, man?
I
Gross.
am drinking the same thing I was drinking last week. Sierra Nevada 2019 Oktoberfest.
Oh,
A collaboration with Beetburger Brewery. There was a lot of spit behind that one.
Yeah,
What do you?
me. What am I drinking? Nothing. Drinking water. Had a little bit too much to drink Saturday night, where I thought I was going to die all day Sunday.
It happens. It happens.
So I'm taking a while off from the booze.
Yeah. Reset the old system, right?
You know, when you're in that hangover state and you have a state of delirium where you don't really know where you are and you think you're laying on a pile of towels at one point. You're
Cool.
not. But you're thinking to yourself everything that you drank, and then you realize that you stopped eating at 1:30 and kept drinking for 9 more hours.
Mm-hmm.
That was my mistake, I think.
Yeah, it seems like kind of a big one, a little crucial there. To
Yeah.
put
Yeah.
some
I was in
yum yum in your
Minneapolis hanging out
tum-tum.
with friends, so I just lost track.
Bobby.
Bobby?
Oh yeah, wait, no,
No,
his
Bob
parents live
lives in
Minneapolis.
North Carolina.
Yeah.
Oh, I was hanging out with my buddy Slade and some college friends and stuff.
Slade.
Yeah, we went to film school. together.
Slade.
Yeah, it's right. It's the best. It's the best first name ever.
Ooh, first name? Dang.
Yeah. I really wish he was a cop and he went and he rebelled against the rules, so his captain would go Slade.
Yeah, but they always call him by their last name in those movies.
Yeah, I know, but not this time.
Murtaugh.
Well, I can't say that on the microphone, though. But yeah, it was a good time. Lots of Vikings fans because it was Vikings Raiders, and they won.
They sure did.
Did I like do something?
I think it's over.
Okay, there's a good chance there was just like silence.
I'm doing this. We're doing a little bit of different stuff, and I have no idea. Now, the downside of this is if we weren't doing it the way that I was intending to do it, then I have no idea when these outros and intro, like when this music is kicking in and then leaving subsequently.
Mhm.
So it's gonna be a little rough. It's gonna be a little rough.
Maybe it's gonna be fucking like awesome.
Perhaps.
Sure wish someone was Sure wish someone was watching us and they could tell us
Someone watching us.
how it was.
Yeah, me too. Although, get this. We already knew that the audio was working before that, and then it was just the recording that wasn't working. So the podcast version of this right now isn't working. But that's fine. You don't want to hear about that shit. Let's talk about some Pro Football Juice trade update alerts. So our fantasy football league, Pro Football Juice League, had a trade happen between Jelmstep and my bro town.
Oh man, by the way, I was totally gonna offer Jeremy a better trade. Like he would I tried offering him a trade, but the reason why those walked is because
He's traded
each
with
of the
somebody
offers
else.
that I did, is he had traded David Johnson already or
Oh, I told you that.
No, I know, but so my ESPN app told me that the trade happened, but then they were still there later, so it must not happen until tomorrow.
Yeah, right. It doesn't.
So
go, I don't think-
that was
It's not official until like the.
And I didn't realize that I had forgot. I was in like meetings all day. Like I had an 8-hour. We have 3 days of closed door, 8-hour, like 9 a.m. to 5, where we're team building, and we're talking about what worked this year and what didn't, and how we can build on next year.
It sounds like
and today was the first day. Oh my god, it was so boring, and you just oh my god.
It sounds like the
But
worst thing.
it was all right. We got free food.
I mean, I guess it's fine, but still.
It was just a long day. But I forgot. So I forgot that he did. I'll let you do the. I'll let you.
Oh yeah,
explain
okay.
it.
So the trade was Jumps Up traded away Sony Michelle and Golden Tate to my brohams for David Johnson and Marquise Hollywood Brown. Hollywood. Do you remember the guy named Hollywood that was on Mannequin?
Yes.
Yeah.
Those bitchin' sunglasses and that pink Cadillac, right?
Yeah. Anytime that anybody has the name Hollywood,
Yeah.
it reminds me of that guy.
Yeah, dude.
Who was
I can't believe you knew. Nice reference.
Mannequin is one of my
Kim
favorite
Cattrall?
movies because
I kind of enjoyed the second one.
yeah, I didn't mind it.
I like the villain.
I can't remember.
He's the guy with the mole, and he ends up becoming a mannequin as well.
Okay. Oh, because he's from like Estonia or whatever the mannequin is from or something, right? Or
Yeah, something
weird
like that. I don't. It was weird. I remember there was a hot air balloon ride.
Yeah. Are you sure that wasn't the? Because Hollywood was in that one too.
Yeah. I know. I knew.
You gotta
I know
bring
he's in that
Hollywood
one.
back. Andrew McCarthy wasn't there.
I think Andrew McCarthy's in the second one.
No, it
But
was
because Kim Cattrall's not.
no, it was someone else. It was a different guy too. It was freaking what's his face from Weekend at Bernie's, I think. Oh no,
Was it
that
really?
can't be because then they came together for Weekend at Bernie's. No, I must be completely wrong on that. But Andrew McCarthy already found his love. He doesn't need another mannequin.
I got to find 2 stars on IMDb.
Yeah, well, That makes perfect sense.
Christy Swanson. Yeah, William Ragsdale.
Are you serious?
No, it was William Ragsdale. Sorry, Andrew McCarthy in the first one. William Ragsdale in the
Who's
second.
William Ragsdale?
William Ragsdale was in Fright Night. He
Oh,
he was
yeah.
he
Fright
was
Night
Charlie
2?
Brewster in Fright Night, and he was in
He was in both of them?
both of them. The original Fright Night, 85. And,
Yeah. That
think it was
Friday Night
85.
2 was my favorite one of those two. by the way.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, it's the worst one, but it's
Really?
it's fun.
I liked it because it was the girl, right?
Yeah.
It's the one with the girl.
Yeah, I mean, it's better for that.
Well, first of all, it was the first one I saw.
Oh, okay. The first one is more of like I feel like the second one's more fan service and kind of fun. The first one's more. The first one's kind of more of a horror one.
Okay,
Because
that's
Chris
why-
Sarandon kills it. Because he's the vampire.
You know, have you ever seen the movie Life Force where naked vampires attack London?
No.
Yeah.
That
That's a good
sounds
one.
fun.
It is a fun one. For some reason, they come down, and they say vampires, but they come from outer space. It's kind of weird.
Man, this one's a young department store intern falls in love with a female store
Yeah.
mannequin who
Yeah.
Man, this is creepy, by the way.
Well, yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, because like, I remember in the first one, like Andrew McCarthy was like going up to the window and be like, "You're the perfect girl. I designed you." And he like designs her and dresses her and stuff, and it's this whole big like
And
fashion
James
montage.
Spader is this nerdy little
Yeah.
dude in it.
He's good on that
Yeah.
that role, by the
Dude,
way.
James Spader's good
Isn't
in
Julia
everything.
Louis Dreyfus one of the villains in that? Isn't she the main person
Let's
that used
find
to
out.
date Andrew McCarthy? And then,
No, it's someone. It's not Julia Louis Dreyfus.
are you sure?
Yeah, because this lady's a little bit more Italian, if I remember correctly.
I don't know, man.
I'll pull
I
it
feel
up.
like she was in it somewhere.
Let's see. What was her name? Roxy,
Yeah.
played by Carol Davis. Yeah,
What'd she look like?
it was her. That fine lady.
Oh, yeah.
Look at those cheekbones.
Damn.
Cheekbones for days.
I remember.
Oh, she's
having-
French. Sorry.
I remember
so-
having a huge crush on Kim
Slightly.
Cattrall because of that movie. Huge.
I had a crush on Kim Cattrall because of Porky's.
Yeah, I saw this before I saw Porky's.
Pretty sure I saw Porky's first. No, I'm actually pretty sure I saw Mannequin first.
Yeah, I was a little
Or-
kid and I saw Mannequin tons of times.
Yeah.
Just on TV, like
It was.
TNT.
I'm sure. Like Danielle's gonna probably tweet about it because it was like Danielle's favorite. It's probably in Danielle's top 10 favorite movies.
Mannequin. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
At least it was when we were kids. She loved it. I think we all enjoyed it. It was fun.
I'll tell you that much. I watched it by myself though. I don't think that my sister ever watched it. She watched a lot of Teen Witch. You ever seen that? It's
No, not Sabrina?
It had just called Teen Witch. It had that
What sounds
Elizabeth
familiar?
Shue knockoff girl. She was like poor man's Elizabeth Shue,
Let's see.
as far as I'm concerned. Anyway,
I have not seen this movie.
oof.
Is it Robin Lively?
Robin Lively. I don't remember what her name. I have no idea.
if it's this lady, she was in Twin Peaks. She married the mayor.
Yeah, that might be her.
Yeah, she married the mayor. Remember, she married Dougie. No, not Dougie. She married the. Or maybe it would have been
in the
Dougie.
reboot.
No, in the original series, season 2, she marries the mayor, and then the mayor, the mayor's brother, and then the mayor's brother dies. So then she hooks up with the mayor. She's she's wanting to win the Miss Twin Peaks pageant or whatever. Michael,
Really?
remember this? She was the. I mean, almost all the women in that show are attractive, but she.
I wonder. That's kind of weird because I wonder where that lies. So that would have been in the 90s, and this movie was from the 80s. I
89.
believe.
Teen
Really?
Witch was 89.
What was Twin Peaks?
91.
God, only 2 years later. Because
Yeah.
she's like legit, like
90
a teen in that movie.
Yeah.
Weird.
It's somewhere between. I feel like the pilot was in 89.
Does
or
it say when
90.
she was born? Or do you have her IMDb?
I do have her IMDb up right now. She was born in 72.
Huh. Okay. So she would have been born. She's like a year older than my brother.
Oh. I'm enjoying this movie talk that this Pro Football
Excuse me.
Juice has turned into a let's reminisce about Mannequin and
Yeah,
movies
right.
from the
I think we need to
80s
move
and
on.
early 90s.
I think we need to move. Oh, by the way, what
I
do you
don't think we need to move on.
do you-
This is we're
what do you
kicking
think
it.
about that trade? By the way,
Fuck, fine. I thought that trade. I already forgot what Jeremy gave up. And what'd your brother give up? Sorry, I know what Jeremy gave up.
He gave up Sony Michelle and Golden Tate.
Okay. So
Has
Sony
Golden-
Michelle is losing carries to Rex Burkhead and James White.
Well,
And Golden Tate, you're still going to have
has
Daniel
Golden Tate
Jones.
even played?
No, he's suspended.
Oh, that's what's going on. Is he coming back or something?
Either week 5 or 6. I don't remember which.
Here's the deal. I don't trust Golden Tate,
No, he flamed out with the Eagles.
and I don't.
It's Daniel Jones, people. He had
And-
one good
and-
game.
and-
Wait
and-
till there's enough tape
And
on it.
Sony Michelle shares the backfield with James White and Rex Burkhead and whoever the hell else that wants to run the ball. So I never trust.
I would never
I
have
never
traded
trust
David
New England.
Johnson.
I never trust Patriot running backs.
David Johnson is the main running back in
Yeah.
Arizona. And then Marquise Brown, he's getting the majority of the targets.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Like, their offense is going crazy, and like through the first however many games this season, like Hollywood Brown and has been setting records with Patrick Mahomes for how many touchdown passes they.
Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, Lamar Jackson and Patrick Mahomes together have been.
Okay.
have been like breaking.
I'm so
records.
confused now. You said Hollywood. I think you might have said Hollywood Jackson and Patrick Mahomes, actually. Okay.
Lamar
Good.
Jackson.
I wasn't alone.
And
in
Patrick
thinking this.
Mahomes combined. Now they're on two separate teams. All right,
Yeah.
make myself clear. Have been setting records together with their stats put together on how many like touchdown passes they've been throwing and all this stuff. So I would keep like Hollywood Brown. First of all, he had like at least one huge game.
He's Marquise Brown has had. I don't want to call him Hollywood. He's had, aside from this past week, he's had over double digits each week.
And David Johnson. We're in a PPR league too, by the way. Now this Vampire League is PPR.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I completely forgot about that.
Yeah. So David Johnson gets the ball a lot. Like he's
That could be why I'm 0-3. I don't think I'm playing like I'm in a PPR
It doesn't
league.
really matter that much. I mean, you
Okay.
still. I think your strategy is still the same because you want to get people who have the touches.
Dude, I don't understand how I'm 0-3. Like, my team should be fucking solid.
Yeah.
I'm pulling up my roster now so I can bitch about it.
I mean, yeah, you're the only one who's 0-3.
Thank you.
Badonka Gronk and Return of the Marlon Mack are still undefeated, and
I
everybody
know
in my division, besides Badonka Gronk, is 1-2. Everybody else is 1-2.
My wide receivers suck because their quarterbacks suck.
And who
Like,
would
I've
that
got
be?
Patrick Mahomes, Zeke Elliott, Kerryon Johnson, Philip Lindsay, Marlon Mack. But then, like, my starting wide receivers are Juju Smith-Schuster, who only salvaged his week this week because of the touchdown along the sideline. And then Stephon Diggs, who sucks because Kirk Cousins sucks.
Yeah, and
they're running first.
It's a Dalvin Cook team now.
Yeah, like they're doing that because Kirk Cousins is a disappointment.
When Cousins does throw, it's going to Thielen.
Yeah.
most of the time now.
So like, and then my backup wide receivers are Robbie Anderson, and as long as Sam Darnold's out, he's garbage. And Jarvis Landry, which Baker Mayfield sucks. Like he sucks this season.
So I was watching the.
I'm very angry about it.
I
Sorry.
was watching the Sunday night football game, which was
Boring.
Cleveland versus
L.A.
LA. Yeah, and the proof was in the pudding. If he waited for more than 2 seconds to get rid of the ball, Baker Mayfield, I mean, then it wasn't going to be a complete pass. He can't do it.
Ooh, this is a good article.
So it's got all these dink and dunk.
It's
like,
like Freddie
shitty
Kitchens,
throws.
Baker Mayfield are holding back the Cleveland Browns.
Whoa.
Jesus.
Well, that's the thing. Like, he came in and did all right, last year, and then he got a fire lit under his ass because of Hugh Jackson leaving. But they didn't have Freddie Kitchens when Hugh Jackson left, and
He was the interim. Freddie Kitchens was.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He was the coordinator or something. Never mind then.
He did, or was it the fucking shit-heeled defensive I can't remember his name. The shit-heeled defense dude from the Saints. And
Greg Williams?
Yeah, he either was the interim head coach or Freddie Kitchens was. I thought Greg Williams.
I think it might have been Greg Williams. You're right.
And then because Kitchens, I think, was the offensive coordinator.
I don't remember, but yeah, you're right. He is a shit heel.
He's just not good, and their offensive line isn't very good. They apparently ranked 28th.
Yeah. Now I just want to talk about how big of an asshole Greg Williams is. Like there was an article.
I think we did last week too.
Did we? Well, there was an
Either that or
article
the week
that
before.
came out or there was an interview that said about him that said, "Oh, I've never had a bounty out on anybody. I've never like coached my people to like go after anybody." I'm like, "Fuck you, you're a lying piece of shit."
Yeah.
Anyway, that's all I want to say about that. Speaking of lying pieces of shit, did you know Antonio Brown got cut by the Patriots?
Good.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Oh no!
I guess he had nowhere else to go.
He kind of scared me a little bit.
I'm scared too by that fucking lurking.
You know, it's
Fucking
very creepy
douche.
that I don't know what's going on behind me until you say something.
I love
Like,
it. Well, maybe if he would knock and not just creepily dwell on the stairs like a fucking panty hoarding
and that he
goblin.
does. He does just sit on the. What did you say?
Panty hoarding goblin.
Wow, nice.
Thanks.
He does just sit on the damn stairs like a fucking weirdo. No, he doesn't.
Hey, Brandon.
Stands there like a
Shank any extra points? Huh?
Shankopotamus.
Huh?
He did, by the
he did.
way. Uh-oh,
Yeah.
I'm playing the intro again, but it was an accident. I stopped it.
At the very least, it's a freaking whirlwind listening for viewers right now.
Yeah. Oh man, they're loving it.
Listeners? Emily. God damn it.
It's
I
got
live with too many women. Yeah, two.
yeah
I
too
live
many.
with too many women.
Too many.
I'm kidding.
beer. I live with 3 women.
You do. 4. No, Bill's a guy.
He has testicles.
Does he?
Well, we took him away
Yeah.
from him, but he's got a sack still.
Fleshy sack.
Oh, beer.
Bill looks like he's reflecting, missing
beery.
testes.
So,
his. Anyway, who's your friend? Wait, have you played the?
no.
Okay. Fuck you, Brandon.
It's the Brandon McManus Man of the Hour with me, Brandon McManus.
It's weird that we like honor somebody who we dislike so much.
I don't have anything against him. It's
Yeah.
just fun.
He's just, I don't dislike him as a person. He's just a creep.
Is he?
Well, yeah, he sits over
Oh,
there.
he lurks over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He lurks in his lurkum. It's a Dr. Seuss reference.
Oh.
The one where
Child.
the
Children?
the one
The one?
he lurks in his lurkum above on top of his store, which I believe is the Lorax. It's from the Lorax.
Ooh,
Read a
excuse me.
book.
Oh.
Well, actually,
I read my fair share of books
the
and then I
kids went
graduated.
through the kids went through a huge Lorax phase back in the day.
Bill looks like he's just zoning out. You all right, Bill?
Excuse me.
Gross.
Right now, incense and peppermints is like blaring in his ears. Incense and peppermints falling to time.
Who's your man of the hour?
Oh,
Yeah.
I picked Daniel Jones.
Did you? Oh, come on.
No, and this is why.
I mean, I get it. He got the.
No. I did it because last week I was talking about how I would love it if he just goes off and tells everyone, like, because everyone thought he was going to be shit.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I also understand that, like, I'm not putting any stake in.
Yeah, the
what
Bucks
just
also
happened.
had the worst defense in the NFL last
Yeah,
year.
I don't think that it will be a trend that, like, I mean, obviously this trend, but I mean, you got to respect it. 63.9% completion percentage, 336 passing yards and 2 touchdowns, and then 28 yards and 2 rushing touchdowns. I mean, 4 touchdowns and
Yeah, no.
336
Yeah,
passing yards.
I get
is
it.
Pretty good for a
that's
first game.
fine, but like
for someone who wasn't supposed to do shit.
I didn't pick him as man of the hour, but that's just because he
Well,
plays
yeah.
for the Giants,
Right.
But like
I know you weren't going to.
Yeah, like to be a Giants fan, I'm sure that makes you excited or whatever. But I think people need to like hold on.
Oh, they definitely need
And
to
everybody's
chill the
saying
fuck
he's like top of the waiver wire ad, but I
wouldn't.
feel like everybody forget this happens every year. There's always a rookie or a backup that comes in and they're great, and then they like Matt Flynn or or Case Keenum.
Yeah, or other people.
Yeah, I'm trying to
Matt Schaub.
There was
came
one
in-
last year. I thought.
Well, think about it. Think about what's going on this year. There's rookies and second year guys all over the place. Like Baker Mayfield's the second year, right?
Mm-hmm.
Lamar Jackson's the second year. Kyle Allen, who is
Is he
starting for
first
an
year or
injured
second year?
Cam Newton. He was an undrafted free agent from 2018.
Yeah, he played really well.
Gardner Minshew is a rookie.
He's
Undrafted.
playing pretty
Daniel
well,
Jones
too.
is a rookie. Let's see. Mason Rudolph is a rookie.
He didn't play very well.
Well, he had 51.9%, 174 yards and 2 touchdowns. Josh Rosen, was he in his third year now?
This is Josh Rosen's second year.
Second year? 200 yards, 18. No, because he
Right?
came in with Patrick
Is it?
Mahomes, didn't he?
I didn't
200
think
yards.
so. I thought
He
this was
he
his
probably
second
had the
year.
worst of all of them. But just think about it. It's like this. It's crazy.
Oh man,
Just thinking about the young ones too. Like Patrick Mahomes is still a super young quarterback. Teddy Bridgewater is starting now, and he's a super young quarterback.
dude.
It's just like
Bridgewater just checked that.
Sam Darnold.
That the Saints run their
Kyler
offense
Murray?
through Alvin Kamara. Like they were giving it to him, and that's all Teddy pretty much did was checking it down to him.
as they should. It's the
And-
same thing he did with AP back in the day.
but I hope the Cowboys were watching and that they realized they just need to stop Alvin Kamara, and then they can stop that team. It was like finally late into the third and fourth quarter where like he started getting where Teddy started getting other people involved, like Michael Thomas, but it took way too long. I'm wondering if they just needed to like. I'm a little bit. I feel like the Cowboys game against the Saints on Sunday is going to be a good test for them because you got to see. I feel Teddy get more comfortable throughout the game, but like the first 3 quarters, Teddy didn't look great,
Right.
and then he finally started to get like comfortable.
well, which will happen. But the
Yeah.
thing is, like another thing you have to think about. So he had two touchdowns. I don't know what he had for yardage.
he was drafted in 18.
Who?
Josh Rosen. So yeah, this
Okay,
is his
so
second
yeah,
year.
same. Jeez, I mean, like they're the majority now. These young quarterbacks.
Yeah, Dak is in his 4th year.
Yeah, that's pretty young still.
But Lamar Jackson's playing really friggin' well.
Yeah.
And he's second year, but Mayfield isn't.
Yeah,
Rosen
Sam Darnold.
isn't.
I don't think just doesn't have a team, but he's only played like
Mono.
one game
Yeah.
too, right?
He's
so-
apparently gonna play week 5.
okay. Yeah, Kamara had 161 total yards and 2 touchdowns. But think about this though; it was in Seattle.
Yeah.
In Seattle is a very, very tough game.
Seattle kept having like
play.
false starts, and there were so many penalties. Chris Carson fumbled it, and it was a costly fumble because it got picked up and ran into the for a touchdown.
Oh, yeah.
Like they don't really have much of a run game. Russell Wilson's doing all. Oh my God, DK Metcalf had a fucking beastly catch. Like he just focused on the ball. It went through. He basically grabbed it between 2 defenders and ripped it away without any issue. The dude is a beast.
Yeah. I mean, I think that he's just gonna get better. I mean, he's pretty good now,
Yeah.
honestly, but like you think he's just gonna keep getting better. Which is pretty cool. I should trade him.
Yeah.
Washington is so bad.
Oh, I'm gonna do my game of the my.
Oh,
my
yeah,
play-
sorry.
My,
My bad.
man of the hour.
Yeah, well,
but
we went
it's
way
actually
off.
it's a segue right into there.
Okay,
though,
perfect.
Because my man of the hour is Giggles Dix.
Ah,
Giggles
yeah,
Clinton
yeah,
Dix.
yeah,
Haha,
yeah,
Clinton Dix. Oh, I would have also done the entire Bears defense,
Oh yeah.
but like Giggles Dix had the interception for a touchdown, and then he had another interception.
Yep.
He was all over the field, but just overall in general, that Bears defense terrorized the Redskins.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
and
It
like
was
Case
a
Keenum
massacre.
probably won't play, won't start again.
Yeah.
Jay Gruden's probably gonna get fired.
I think he should. I think
Yeah.
it's about time Jay Gruden got fired. There's been so much shit that's come out of Washington Like that is one of the most dysfunctional teams in the
Yeah, and
NFL.
Dan Snyder should probably go, but that won't
the
happen.
whole Kirk Cousins thing. Now it's the whole like AP thing. Is like he just doesn't like players, and then those players don't play. And like the Trent Williams thing that's going on right
Yeah.
now. Like they're not good. They're not good.
No, they're not. I was gonna put him or that Case Keenum or the entire Redskins team on the.
So hold on that.
I will.
I don't even have
I'm
one.
gonna lock that little nugget up. I've got a couple, I think.
Washington is good. Washington is doing so bad that they misspelled London Fletcher's name on the big board during his Ring of Honor induction. It was Flechther, London Flechther. So they can't even get that right. They suck. Oh, did you watch the game?
Some of it, but I was watching it kind of on my phone while watching. John
They
Wick
actually
3.
had a what?
John Wick 3 instead.
Oh, okay. Haven't you seen that already?
Yeah.
Oh.
And
I fell asleep during 2. I've told you this. That's what happens when I lay down and try to watch movies.
Yeah, I
just
get it.
happens. So a couple of things that happened in that game that I saw were Kirk Cousins trying to pull like a goal line.
Kirk Cousins or Case Keenum?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, whatever.
It was 4th and 1, and he wasn't at the goal line.
Yeah, and I don't
Yeah.
like forward progress. Maybe
No, because you have to be like down. Like he jumped over the pile, and the reason why that works when you're crossing the end
because
zone is because it's
when you
dead
cross
ball.
it, it's dead ball.
But until his knee touches or they blow the whistle, it's a live ball.
Who did he do that on his own?
Yes. He took it and then jumped over the pile. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, no, I mean like did they
Yeah.
call it or that's a good question.
Because I feel like he would have known that. I don't know. He always played very smart with us. Like to be honest, they were coming back in that game. That game was not over. At that point, they were coming back. They were only down like 2 touchdowns, and their defense was getting 3 and outs, and they were moving the ball down the field pretty easily. The drive before that, they went like 97 yards for a touchdown. Like, and then they got the ball back, and then they were marching down the field, and they were in the red zone, I believe. And then he pulled that stupid ass move, and it just wrecked the game.
He was like the reason for all 5 of their turnovers.
Well, I would say that the Bears' defense was.
yeah.
Maybe more specifically, like Khalil Mack is the reason for all of those turnovers. Khalil Mack on that team makes every single person on that defense that much better.
Oh yeah.
Because they have to, if they double him, then someone else is going to get through. And I'm not saying that the rest of them are like slackers or whatever, because they actually are good players. But Khalil Mack is just like the dominant force. If he doesn't get Defensive Player of the Year, he wasn't like sort of injured at the end of last year. Or
Yeah.
something? That's kind of what happened.
He
If he
wasn't
stays healthy, there's
playing
no
as much.
doubt in my mind that he'll be Defensive Player of the Year this year, as he should be. I just hope he gets the flu or something before Sunday.
Yeah.
Also in that game,
yeah, that's right because it's the Vikings Bears.
yeah. Also in that game, Vernon Davis tried another hurdle. Did you see that? Vernon Davis tried to hurdle.
He's too old to do
I think
that.
it was Prince. Oh, in the first week he hurdled someone crazy stuff.
Really?
Yeah, but he tried it again, and I think it was Prince Amukamara. Like basically saw it coming, so when he went for the jump, Amukamara moved backwards, like took a step backwards and stopped. So he basically just hurdled air, and then Amukamara grabbed him in the air and just like threw him down.
That's-
down. Didn't slam him down, just kind of like grabbed him and they wrestled him down.
That sounds fun.
I've never seen a failed hurdle, but you should definitely look that up. It was hilarious. Oh shit. Yeah. So I talked a little bit about Kyle Allen, who I honestly had not heard of
Me neither.
before they said he was starting for Cam Newton. And now Cam Newton is dealing with the Liz Frank injury. He's tried to avoid surgery.
I'm curious to see how Kyle Allen's going to do this week.
Yeah, I mean,
Like he played really well.
He's the first Carolina quarterback to have 250 plus yards, 4 touchdowns, and 140 plus passer rating in a game.
Really?
Yeah,
Cam's never done that?
I guess not. Because Cam runs a lot, but he had 261 yards and 4 touchdowns for God's sakes.
Yeah.
Who'd they play?
this past week.
Oh, I got it right here. And then like
The
then McCaffrey
Cardinals.
had like a
They played the
77-yard run. I mean,
Ooh, this is a good test for him. Like in the Cardinals, they're not a terrible defense, but they've got the Texans defense next. So that'd be a good test for Kyle Allen.
oh, definitely. So, I mean, I'm interested to see.
And he wasn't just he wasn't just checking it down to McCaffrey, which
No,
like a lot of the other younger quarterbacks were doing this week.
right.
Not to McCaffrey, do their tight ends and running backs.
You wanna hear a fun fact?
Yes.
Tom Brady, Jimmy Garoppolo, and Brissett are 8-1 this season.
Brissett's the only loss, huh?
Yeah.
Brissett's playing pretty well too.
No, Garoppolo's
No,
lost.
Niners are 3-0.
Oh shit! Right. How is that possible?
Because their defense is pretty fucking good. Holy shit, there's a giant spider that Bill's trying to kill.
Bill, kill
Look
it.
at that fucking thing. Holy shit, kill it, Bill. Ah! Oh my God. Emily, look at that fucking thing.
Look at that spider.
Bill's squared off with a spider. It's disgusting. Kill it, Bill. Bill, kill it. You're going to have to go kill that thing. It's going to the bathroom. Guys, this thing's disgusting. Jesse's going after it with a shoe. He's dead. It's so dead. Yes. He said, not in my house, bitch. He's standing over it now. He pulled his penis out. He's waving it in front of the spider. Wow, the spider's got a big dick. He asked the spider if he's bigger than him. The spider said yes with his last gasping breath. He can't live in this. Jesse said if he's bigger than me, he can't live in this house. I get it. Hey, Jesse. How you feel about the Packers being 3-0, man? I really did not expect them to be 3-0 already. I really thought Matt LaFleur and Aaron Rodgers would just not get along, and
They've
they
already
would
yelled
suck.
at each other once.
Yeah. For some reason, Matt LaFleur isn't playing Aaron Jones more than Jamal Williams. Like, Jones is a better running back, but he wants to get them even splits. So, like, if you have fantasy, either one of them are garbage. Aaron Jones gets goal line touches, so that's cool if he gets a touchdown, but Jamal Williams is getting a lot of the early down work. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of a crapshoot there.
Yeah. First of all, I think that they should have gotten beaten by the Vikings. They scored 21 early points, and then we were coming back. And as far as I'm concerned, I think there were some bullshit calls, but I'm not blaming the ref. I blame more Kirk Cousins. That's one thing. The Bears kept it pretty close, and that game could have gone either way. And then who'd they just play?
Who?
The Packers. Who'd they just play?
The Broncos. Okay.
And the Broncos suck.
Yeah, the Broncos do suck. Sorry, man.
Sorry, Jones.
They're on my who sucks list.
Oh yeah,
And it's Vic Fangio as a head coach, apparently.
that's a good one. Well, yeah, I mean,
Their defense doesn't have a sack.
yeah,
Like,
that's pretty bad
Vic,
for a defensive.
for a Vic
coach.
Fangio defense. But
Khalil
it's-
Mack,
Yeah, I
Khalil
know.
Mack affect rearing its head again.
They're all playing really well together. Khalil Mack, Danny Trevathan, Prince Amukamara. They're
And honestly, if you have Von Miller and Bradley Chubb, you got to have a sack.
I know.
I mean, that's crazy.
so I don't know what's going on there.
So yeah, that's how they're 3-0. I don't think their defense is. I think their defense. They went out and got some good names and really rebuilt that defense. So their secondary is okay, but their front line and stuff is pretty good. Like their defense is pretty good. It's pretty solid, but like their offense still isn't.
We're still talking about the Niners, right? Or the
Packers.
Broncos? Oh, the Packers? Wow, I'm all over the place.
Yeah,
I had forgotten what we were talking about.
their defense is pretty good. They went and got some good players like Zadarius Smith and some other people, but the offense isn't good.
Yeah, you're right.
Not yet, anyway.
Aaron Rodgers is once again just choosing a random receiver to be the best one. I'm also thinking of this of fantasy purposes because
Yeah.
Devontae Adams hasn't really done anything.
Jimmy Graham had like 15 points or something in the first week and has
Or
had
was it
zero
second week?
since.
I thought he had a good
No,
game in the
because
second week.
No, because I've looked
Oh.
at it and it was the first week, and then it's been 0 and 0. Because second week was against the Vikings. Jimmy Graham did nothing, and he didn't even have any touches, no catches, nothing. It's bananas.
Well, they play the Eagles Thursday. I guess that should be a pretty good game.
Yeah, something's wrong with the Eagles.
Their that
Wide receiver core
is also on my
is toast.
suck list.
Well, it's not that they
Ew.
suck; it's that they're
Gotta rephrase
injured.
that. Yeah, no, okay. So aside from Deshaun Jackson and Alshon Jeffrey, none of them can catch. Like
Well-
none of them can catch a ball when it's crucial. Like
Yeah.
they would have won that game had
Aguilar.
Was it Aguilar who dropped it?
I don't know if it was him, but
no, I know the soundbite you reference that you're
Yeah.
going to talk about.
It was Philly fireman. Apparently, and this is weird because apparently the situation was pretty serious because they were throwing children out windows and catching them from a burning building.
Yeah.
And then the firefighter says, or catching them unlike Aguilar.
Yeah.
I was like, good lord.
Yeah, that's pretty
dude.
brutal. Like, it's super serious situation of having to throw children out of a window, and he's got time, as any Eagles fan would, I
Yeah,
guess.
right, yeah,
he's got
good
time
point.
to roast his team's wide receiver core.
Just like so nonchalant about catching children out windows, too.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, yeah, we was catching them. Unlike Nelson Aguilar. I was like,
Like, it was funny, but then you think about it, like, homie, this is like,
unlike Aguilar.
you're way too calm about this and making jokes.
Does that happen a
fans
lot in
suck.
Philly or something? Like they have, like the situation occurs where they have
Yeah,
to throw
because they're all
children out window.
fucking trying to burn down their city.
Yeah, that's true. I guess.
Oof.
So get this:
What?
Keenan Allen has 404 receiving yards, and the next closest to him is Sammy Watkins with 311,
Mm-hmm.
and those are the only two that have over 300. That's bananas. And Sammy Watkins is only because of that one game.
Yeah.
where he went off. That's crazy.
I was talking to Danielle. She mentioned that DeAndre Hopkins hasn't done jack shit this season, and he's one. I would have put him as probably one of the best, if not the best, wide receiver in the league.
Yeah.
At the beginning of the season.
Well,
anyway.
me too, because he's gone through so many years of having nobody throwing to
Yeah.
him, and he still catches everything.
And now another year consistent with Deshaun Jackson,
Yeah,
and he's not. But also none of their wide receivers. Like
I don't
I've been
hear-
trying to figure out what the Texans are doing offensively because like no one is really standing out.
Yeah, like Will Fuller. I wouldn't.
I don't hear anything for like Kenny Stills sometimes.
Yeah, I guess.
But like Carlos Hyde is getting the majority of the carries instead of
They turned into a veteran team like super quick. Like JJ Watt, I haven't heard
Yeah.
shit about JJ Watt. Like supposedly one of the best defensive players in the league. I haven't heard shit about him.
yeah, they're kind of.
Does he even have
I feel
a?
like they're kind of screwing
sack or
Deshaun
anything?
Watson over. Like I kind of feel like that team's just going to be mediocre forever now.
I mean, besides, I mean, you forget that Watt's even on that team.
mm-hmm.
Whitney Merciless, I believe, is an older player. They got rid of Clowney, who was the young one.
Yeah,
Who'd they bring in? Oh, Tunsil? Is that who they?
yeah.
So that's good.
But then traded away their first round picks or whatever.
yeah, but I mean, so it's kind of a interesting thing. That a guy I work with was talking about the Mac trade.
Could have driven myself.
Was talking about the Mac trade and how people were all upset that they lost their like first round picks. And yeah, you lose your first one and you lose your second one, but the second one you get Oakland's second round pick. And let's be honest, if all goes well, this is his words. If all goes well, the Bears first round pick and the Oakland second round pick are not going to be that far
No,
apart
probably not.
from each other. So you come out looking for this Mac deal. You come out looking on top is what
Mm-hmm.
you look. I mean, just think about that defense.
So I was in Minneapolis on Sunday. So the only game I could watch was the Vikings game. So I watched the stuff where was it Mark
Schlereth?
Yeah, whatever. He was talking, and they were talking about how oh my God, it was hilarious because they were talking. I'm sure you saw. He said that the Raiders now are a super talented team. They're not like the team from last year. They're blowing people away. they're a superior talent team compared from last year. And then so I was in and out of consciousness, and then I turned it on in the fourth quarter, and the Vikings were just curb stomping them, and I'm just like, no, they're not. They're garbage. Like as long as they have
Yeah.
John Gruden, they're gonna be garbage.
Well, they're not doing anything to get better. I mean, they did.
They tried with Brown.
They tried, and that blew up in their face.
Yeah.
Darren Waller is good.
Yeah,
Darren Waller had like 13 receptions for 160 some passing yards,
but they don't have
the time- but-
He's their wide receiver one, and he's a tight end. Like Tyrell
Right.
Williams isn't doing shit.
he was the first week he got like 10 points. He scored a touchdown in this last
and,
game. I
like
mean,
garbage time. I thought.
yeah, it was all garbage time because once we got ahead, we just
I saw that touchdown. One of the defenders just stopped trying. Was it that one that Tyrell Williams got? It was the last touchdown of the game for the
Yeah,
Raiders.
I don't
Where it's just
remember.
like what Vikings DB or safety just stopped, and I remember that the announcers talking about wondering why he stopped, and I'm laying there. I'm like, because they're fucking killing him. Like, why bother? Why stop him?
oh my god, Dalvin Cook looks fucking phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's looking like the best wide running back in the NFL right now. Truly, bro.
Right now, even
Right now,
over
yes.
Alvin Kamara.
Oh,
Because watching Kamara the other day, no one could stop him.
yeah, you're right about that. It's
And
it's
Zeke's finally getting back into game shape,
it's
or they're giving him the touches. I mean,
yeah, Kamara and Cook. They're both great. Cook though, as far as a pure running back, I think is better than Kamara right now. Kamara, like they give it to everyone and no one can even touch him for some
yeah,
reason. Like when he's running the ball, people seem to have like butter on their hands.
yeah,
It's weird.
it is weird. So in like a year or two, 3 tops, when he slows down, he's gonna be garbage
Yeah.
because he's not. I don't know. Right now, I think he's only good because he's quick. He cuts.
Yeah. It's crazy. Like it's weird because
It's
it
fun
seems like,
watching
like
him.
it is fun watching. Like 4 people will seemingly have him down, but then they don't.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, how did that just happen?
Like I just kept watching. Like I watching the Saints game the other day. I just was like, I really hope I'm not gonna watch the same thing happen to the Cowboys because like Barkley was doing that, and if they just give the ball to Kamara,
Yeah.
they're gonna destroy the Cowboys.
I like Kamara. I do. I really do. And it's weird because he's a Saint. But I think Teddy Bridgewater is starting to soften the blow for me on the Saints.
Huh.
Because the only person that was left from that team was Drew Brees. I still think Sean Payton's a piece of shit. Because he is. I'm just
Yeah.
saying. But I don't know.
I can't talk too much shit about Sean Payton because I just imagine someday he'll be the Cowboys head coach. This will just come back to haunt me.
Yeah, right. Hey, he can be your coach. You don't have to like it. I'm sure.
Yeah,
you
that's true. I don't like
your
Garrett.
current one. Yeah,
I don't like Jerry either.
right. Yeah. So
Cowboys
but
do look fucking good.
There was a run that Dalvin Cook did that just blew me away, and it was like a 10-yard run or something. But he just like cut again, spun out of like another tackle, and he didn't score a touchdown or anything. But he just like got so far down the field, like just from nothing. And I'm like, oh my god,
Do you think
it's what we've been missing.
do you think it's also the fact your offensive line is significantly improved?
Yeah, it is, but I don't think like we're missing one of our starters in Pat Elfline, and during that game another one of our starters went down, Josh Klein. So at that point when he ran that ball, I believe anyway, we had 2 of our starting offensive linemen out. So he did it with backups.
I'm no,
They are better though.
I definitely think Dalvin Cook is improved. He's pretty much your offense.
Yeah. Well, the only thing that it's not that he's improved; it's that he's healthy.
I have a question.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Do you think Kirk Cousins will be on the Vikings next year?
Next year,
Because it's all guaranteed, right?
right? I saw something weird. Like I went on one of those like over the cap or whatever like websites, general manager like team builder websites, and it said no, it was an actual chart. It said that it's guaranteed, and if we cut him next year or before next year, it only counts as $1 million against the cap. And I'm like, that's weird. That's crazy. So feasibly, we could get rid of him. But who are we gonna get?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like,
Draft someone, I guess.
well, if we draft someone, we're not gonna know that we have anyone
wonder
in
if
the
you-
draft until after free agency.
I do wonder if you draft someone, keep Kirk Cousins, do a Patrick Mahomes thing, and then kick Cousins out, and then that kid will play. It works. It works
If
for
we
the Chiefs.
if we found someone,
Yeah.
if we found a Patrick Mahomes, like how often is that gonna come along?
I don't know.
What was he? Was he a second round pick?
Mahomes, I thought he was first.
Was he first round pick?
I thought he was a first, and then they benched him for the whole season. Honestly, what
that could've
what
been, yeah,
all fucking quarterbacks who are drafted should.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I think they're better longer. Like, man, Rosen, I don't think will ever get it, but that's also because he got moved. He went to the Cardinals and didn't have any wide receiver core. Didn't have, like, he had Larry Fitzgerald, and then didn't really have the support of anybody. And then he got shipped off to Miami, where he doesn't have anybody again.
His team's worse than
Yeah,
it was in
Miami is
Arizona.
so bad.
They're doing it on purpose. So I mean, it's obvious that they're doing it on purpose.
Yeah.
By the way, Patrick Mahomes was 10 overall.
Okay. Jumps up messaged me, asked me, "What's with your shirt?"
Oh yeah, I got it when my wife was pregnant. She's not actually pregnant now. It actually fits me pretty well, so I wear it. It's my mowing shirt.
Yeah?
and I was gonna mow today, but then I was gonna sell that Keyser, so I did.
There's so much grass, man. It took me forever because it just sucked.
I have these weeds that I'm sure you've seen on my lawn that I have to like double mow because when you go over it the first time, some of them you don't get them all. So I'm just like forward, backwards, forward,
I
backwards.
hate mowing.
Yeah,
So
mowing
tired of
sucks.
it.
I thought we were gonna be done with mowing actually.
Oh, and then it rained for 3 days or
Yeah, and
whatever.
our grass went from like yellow to bright green and like
Yeah, now it's pretty fucking
luxurious.
luscious.
Yeah, except for fucking weeds everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
It's what happens when your grass all dies, and the only thing that can survive in the harshness is the fucking weeds, and then everything else comes back, and it makes your lawn look like shit. Anyway, what?
I don't know. We keep getting off track, which is fine. I've been enjoying this podcast.
Oh,
LOL.
here's something else, Nick. I have no idea how long we've been podcasting.
I think we started sometime around like 8:30 or 8:40. I thought, but maybe not.
It was at least 9, if not like 9:15.
Who gives a shit? We'll just keep podcasting.
Because I remember looking down and it was like, I was getting pissed off because stuff wasn't working, and it was 9 at that point.
Hey, so can I whilst podcasting, I had a trade proposed to me in Pro Football Juice.
Oh,
Oh, and also Emily asked a Twitter question.
Yes.
She asked if she should play Phillip Rivers again. Hold on, I'm going to pull up the tweet.
yeah.
I'm going to pull it up. I'm gonna-
Philip Rivers versus Miami or Matt Ryan versus
Yeah. Damn it. Going to pull it up.
Matt Ryan versus who cares? Pick
Okay.
against the
Pro Football Juice. Who should I put in my QB spot this week? Rivers versus Miami or Matt Ryan versus Tennessee? And I would do Rivers against Miami because Miami is horrid.
yeah, right.
But like Matt Ryan's going to probably throw a lot, but Tennessee's defense is better than Miami's, which is the only reason why I would do that.
Right. Dude.
You're going to have to listen to the podcast later. Okay.
No, you answered it on the
I did answer on the-
Why'd you do that? She obviously did it so that
Because I didn't know if she'd listen to this, or I figured she would have maybe fallen asleep, which happens. It is a comfy chair.
Get this.
Gotten.
This is crazy.
I don't want Carlos Hyde, jump step. Sorry. Offered me Darren Waller and Carlos Hyde for Philip Lindsay.
Huh.
I like the Darren Waller bit, but also I've got Delaney Walker. So I don't know if I.
Oh, dude. That's what I was going to talk about. Austin Hooper had like 21 fantasy points last
Really?
week. It was crazy. I had him on the bench because I had Delaney Walker's been doing pretty well.
You just can't trust him, though. Austin Hooper is all over the place.
Hooper, yeah. Either one of them. Delaney Walker's been injured so much you don't know what he's got left in the tank, and then Austin Hooper, he'll either go off or do nothing.
Yeah, I found when I bench Delaney Walker, he goes off, and when I start him, he just gets like 5 points.
That's the same situation I have with Austin Hooper. Same damn thing.
So like that would work, but I don't want Carlos Hyde.
You know,
Carlos Hyde is getting the early down work, but seriously, it's only a matter of time before Duke Johnson is a starter, unless Bill O'Brien just doesn't care. I don't know. Duke Johnson's a better running back at this
is
point.
Duke Johnson injured or what?
No,
Just not playing him.
no, yeah, he got 2 touches. They
Why?
gave him the ball twice this last game.
That doesn't make any sense.
No.
Well, that's the thing with Duke Johnson.
And
Though.
Deshaun-
He's more of like a Reggie Bush. You know, Reggie Bush was never like a great straight running back. He was good like utility back, like a
Yeah, but so when he is in there, Deshaun Watson's not checking down to him.
Well, that's
So-
not Duke's fault.
No, it's not. It's not. They just got to get on the same page.
Yeah, well, Deshaun Watson is a fan of just chucking it deep.
Yeah.
He'd rather just like, oh, there's nothing on the field. I'll just chuck it deep to Hopkins and see what happens. Oh, did you just not to go back to the Vikings, but I'm going to. Did
Yeah.
you see that they re-signed Laquan Treadwell?
I just did. I saw that
Chad
earlier.
Beebe fucked his ankle.
Yeah. Hey, let's talk about the Cowboys just real quick.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
They look pretty good. All right. But also, like,
they
they've
do.
only played the Giants, the Redskins, and the Dolphins. That's why I feel like this Sunday's game is going to be their best
Oh,
test so
yeah,
far.
for
Because they have
sure.
to go to New Orleans.
Which is a crazy environment.
And like with Teddy like getting more comfortable in the system. Michael Thomas is one of the best receivers in the league. Alvin Kamara, one of the best running backs in the league. I don't know. Their defense, I'm still not sold on Saints defense. I kind of feel like they get lucky a lot of the time.
They have a super young secondary.
Yeah.
that seems
They got
really good
Marshawn
sometimes, and really
Lattimore.
shitty sometimes. Like
Yeah.
oh man, that's gonna be a tough game, dude.
I know. And it's Sunday Night Football, so Sunday Night Football with the Cowboys, and I'm not drinking. I'm going to be stressed the fucking hell out.
You know, that's funny. I never drink when I watch Vikings games.
Why she didn't know OBJ is with the Browns?
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
No.
That was a surprise.
Was asked that question Sunday night, and I was like, "What?"
Like, when did it happen?
Yeah.
Taylor Gabriel. I don't.
Do you care about
Saquon
Taylor Gabriel?
Barkley. Saquon Barkley. He had 3 touchdown passes, which was great.
I'm going to
He
put
got a
Trubisky
concussion.
on my sucks list, though. Like, I don't think he's good. I think he's once again another mediocre
game
quarterback.
manager,
Yeah, I think
like,
I think he's another Jay Cutler.
Another young one, by the way.
Yeah, he's only 23, 22.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Boaps.
Nice.
I woke her up with that
Yeah.
one.
Boo ups.
Fantastic. That was a pretty solid boo.
That was, man. There wasn't a dip in the burp. It was consistent. It was impressive, son.
Neat. Saquon Barkley is injured and could miss 4 to 8 weeks. How do you think that should affect the Daniel Jones factor quite a bit? Actually, I would.
Yeah, it's actually going to be a good test for him because they're not going to stack the box as much.
Well, I mean, yeah. If they don't they have Wayne Gallman now, like he's the number 1 back, and so then they won't stack the box against Wayne Gallman. They'll focus more up on rushing the passer, dropping linebackers
And they
back.
don't have much for wide receivers. So, Evan, if you've got Evan Ingram, you're starting him every week because Evan Ingram, he had a beastly game.
So did Sterling Shepard, actually.
Oh, really?
Sterling Shepard had like a 25-point fantasy game, yeah, or something.
I wonder if he's fantasy relevant now.
I think he might be.
I'm holding off on these Giants expectations.
Yeah, no, you definitely should because like one player switch is not gonna like switch their whole damn team around. Like, I don't think Eli Manning was holding their team back. Like, he was probably sort of at that point, but like he's not the sole reason why they suck.
No,
Why didn't Jones step right in the thing if he's
he just tweeted us. I don't know.
come on?
Maybe he doesn't have an
bro.
account. Maybe I need to have an account to chat or whatever.
I don't know. It does make me look fat.
No, stop it,
makes
Jesse.
me look like I'm
Stop it.
pregnant.
Stop it. You're beautiful,
Too many
Jesse.
chocolates.
Should we do like picks or something?
Yeah. let's do oh you oh
I've been kind of going through the sucks list throughout the.
yeah, I think we're all right with that. Hey, guess who sucks? You know, was that jump step?
No.
What's he doing now?
My brother's working on Halloween decorations, and he asked my opinion
Oh.
about something. He's doing like a Hellraiser thing, and he asked me if he needed more chains, and I said yes. And he just texted me that he added 6 more chains.
Nice.
Yeah,
Where?
yeah. Oh, I'll show you a picture.
At your
He-
place?
Yeah, it's his at his part. It's at his place. He has this little patio that he always puts out a bunch of stuff. So like, he made a pinhead mannequin, and that column he's making like
Jeez,
the
man,
movie
he's
column.
pretty good at like.
Yeah, he does
that
a lot
stuff.
of the special. I have him do some of the stuff for Smoking Room Films.
Yeah.
Because of that. Yeah, he's pretty good at it. He just needs basically, if he had an endless supply of money and time, it'd be solid.
Wouldn't we
It's
all
solid
be
now,
solid at something
but-
if we had endless money and time?
Yeah, I'm just sometimes afraid he spends too much money on decorations.
Oh, sure.
But
Is
fuck it, whatever.
that juice
He's-
worth the squeeze? Solid.
yeah, not bad.
I'm gonna go through this quick. Cam Newton, Rex Burkhead, Philip Dorsett, Paul Richardson, DJ Chark.
Holy shit,
Sterling
that is
Shepard,
too. I can't
and Will
even.
Disley.
Wow,
I don't need.
That was
I don't
quick.
need any reaction from it. just say yes. You're
Yes,
correct.
that.
I had a
works.
whole thing about like the power rankings, but I feel like we're starting to push up against it.
Would you go if you had if you needed a quarterback and your options were Daniel Jones or Kyle Allen for fantasy? I'm thinking
Allen?
fantasy.
Oh,
Which quarterback would you pick up right now? You have the option. Daniel Jones is probably starting the rest of the season. Kyle Allen, we don't know. I am honestly betting Kyle Allen starts the rest of the season. Because if Cam Newton is trying to avoid surgery, it most likely means he's going to get surgery. And a foot surgery usually keeps someone out.
if you're avoiding surgery, then that means you need surgery.
Yeah.
like he's just gonna do it through rehab. In a Cam Newton that's injured, and if it's a foot injury,
We've seen in the past if Cam Newton's injured, they can't do anything. Like
right?
he's garbage
and
when he's
if he
injured.
can't run, he can't play. He's not good at being a throwing quarterback.
Is Cam Newton's time with the Panthers done? Like starting time with the Panthers?
I don't know. Maybe maybe that's the Vikings.
Oh my
answers.
gosh. Maybe he's gonna go to the Vikings and he's gonna be there. It's gonna be like the Favre.
Yeah, right. I don't
Game.
want that to be, but that's the thing. Like he's still pretty somewhat young. You know,
So do you remember in the offseason they mentioned that his shoulder that they were thinking about resting him all this season? They could just do that.
well, if he does miss more time and Kyle Allen starts winning games, then you might as well.
Yeah.
The only
But who would you go out and pick up, Kyle Allen or Daniel Jones?
I can't really say that off the top of my head because I'd have to look at their schedules, because I'm thinking like
Well, this isn't as fun.
I know, like
Just based on wide receiving core team around them.
they're both their wide receiver cores suck balls. Greg Olson,
I guess they've both got solid running backs.
Pretty
They
good
both
tight
got
ends.
solid tight ends.
Well, Daniel Jones isn't going to have Saquon for 4 days.
That's true.
I guess I'd probably go Kyle Allen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got Curtis Samuel and then
Greg Olson and
what's the other dude? Who's the other
McCaffrey
starter?
and DJ Moore. Is it DJ
yeah.
Moore?
Yeah. And then the Giants, you got Sterling Shepard, Evan Ingram,
Yeah.
Wayne Gallman. I can't think of any other wide receivers. I think I would go Kyle
Golden
Allen.
Tate when he comes back
Golden
from
Tate. I guess I forget about Golden Tate. Ugh, Golden Tate.
Yeah. God, I almost feel like I'm losing touch with the NFL.
It's
Like the new
the
crop
young
of
group.
players coming
Yeah.
through. Like it just seems like there's just this massive influx of young talent that it's like this Tyler McLaurin, who was like an undrafted wide
that?
receiver from Washington, is killing it.
Who's that?
He's a undrafted wide receiver. I don't know where he's from, but he plays for the Redskins.
Okay.
And he's like Case Keenum's number one target. He's freaking killing it every game.
yeah.
Ouch. Every game.
No, you're right though. Like, do you think we're just not? Think we don't pay enough attention to the draft anymore?
I don't know.
Because all these are young people from.
It could be that since I was at the draft, I didn't pay attention to the draft. Because usually I watch it all the way through every day.
Yeah, this was the first year in a while that I didn't watch any part of the draft. I think I was busy.
I mean, I watched the draft while I was at it, but then when the Vikings picked, I didn't look at it at all, really. Okay, let's talk about power rankings quick.
Hi, nothing. Just watching you.
I have a comparative list.
We're going power rankings.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Okay, so the bottom 5 from last week were the Dolphins, Jets, Bengals, and Broncos. No, spoiler. The bottom 5 last week were the Dolphins, Giants, Bengals, Jets, and Broncos.
Okay.
The same teams are on it, but the Jets are now second to last.
Yeah, Luke Falk.
Oh no, the
looked bad.
Jets got off the list. 1, 2, 3. I only have 4 listed. Fuck. Great.
Yeah, the Jets aren't very good.
But I don't know who the 5th worst team is. Oh, the Jets are dealing with so much injury right now.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
But also Adam Gase is their head coach.
Yeah, and he's crazy. The top 5 haven't changed at all. It's still New England, and this is Bleacher Report power rankings, by the way. The top 5 are New England, Kansas City, Rams, Dallas, and Green Bay in that order.
I'm going to check out NFL power rankings.
The Giants actually went from second to last to 22.
Oh, I think it's the same. Jesus. With one fucking win.
Yeah, with Daniel Jones. Apparently, he's the future.
NFL Power Rankings has it, the NFL.com, Patriots, Chiefs, Rams, Cowboys, Packers, and Bills. So it's Patriots, Chiefs, Rams, Cowboys, Packers, Bills, Niners, Bears.
I don't
know if I agree with that.
I mean, they're given a lot of credit for them having no losses, I guess, but
Yeah. That's the Niners, yeah.
and the Bills.
Yeah. Bills have a fucking tough test this week, too, with the Patriots.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens there. Jacksonville beat Tennessee and dropped from 17 to 20.
Okay.
The Panthers jumped up from 23 to 19. It was the Kyle Allen effect. Cleveland jumps up from 19 to 18 after a loss.
And
For some reason.
And their offense didn't look good.
No, they didn't look good.
Their
So
defense looked pretty good.
they're like, I mean, I guess they're placing them kind of in the same spot, but why would you go up one? Whatever. The Lions jumped from 21 to 17
Okay.
because they're actually in second place in the division. It goes Packers, Lions right now because they're 2-0-1. They don't have a loss. It's a tie. And then the Vikings and the Bears are tied for
2-1, right?
yes, which still isn't bad. The NFC North is
No.
beastly this year.
Yeah.
The Chargers
I'm
dropped
still
from
not sold on
12
the
to
Lions.
16.
Sorry, I don't think
Yeah,
the
I
Lions
know.
are gonna-
You shouldn't be.
Like I just think they're gonna forever not be great.
Speaking of them, oh wait, never mind. The Eagles went from 8 to 14.
Yeah.
They plummeted.
1 and 2, baby.
Yeah, baby. The Vikings went from 14 to 11,
Oh.
climbing the ranks a little bit. And New Orleans went from 10 to 6.
Whoa.
I think they dropped when Breeze got injured, and now that like Teddy's won a game in Seattle,
Yeah.
they went to number 6. So I see that. Makes sense to me.
Yeah. But again, make no mistake, people. It's Alvin Kamara's team.
Oh yeah, I don't think they have any doubt about that. Just like I don't think people have any doubts right now that like the Vikings are Dalvin Cook's team.
Yeah. Like I honestly think like I am very impressed and surprised that they won without Drew Brees, but I do not think that they could win without Alvin Kamara. They could not win without Alvin Kamara and Drew Brees. Like that would hurt them so much.
Oh yeah,
Because Latavius Murray is not good. He was good. He was good in Oakland, and he had a couple decent games with the Vikings.
Yeah, he was good in
but he
the Vikings
sucks
for
with
what he
the
was.
Saints this year. He's just he's getting negative yards and not doing shit.
Latavius Murray was always like the he had good games for the Vikings. It's
I just don't. He hasn't like he looks Not good.
That's
And I don't
sucks for
understand
him.
why they put Taysom Hill in. You almost know one of two things every time Taysom Hill's going to go in.
he's gonna run it,
Yeah.
or he's gonna run it.
Or he's just going to give it to Kamara.
Yeah, hand it off or run it. Yeah, that's true. Like, yeah, he doesn't ever pass. I think I've seen him pass one time.
That's why, like, it was stupid that there were people like that he was playing with, that Sean Payton was like, oh, we're going to have some Teddy, we're going to have some Taysom. Not going to know, neither one of them's going to be the starter. Douche.
Well, they used him the same way that they used him when Drew Brees was in there. I mean, like they put him out at like wide receiver, like he's like returning kicks and on the kicking, like he just does everything.
Yeah.
And I'm not denying that he's not a good athlete. He seems to do all of that stuff pretty well. So it's just weird. He's
He's
a weird
down on
player.
the Saints because the Cowboys play them this week.
Yeah,
so.
there you go. There's a Gridiron Heights was based on them. Well,
Really?
not based on them. But
I
it
thought
was,
Teddy was in it. I haven't watched it.
yeah, it was based on Seven, the movie Seven.
Really?
And Teddy was Morgan Freeman's character, and Taysom Hill was Brad Pitt's character. It was actually pretty good. Like they had Teddy Bridgewater speaking in a Morgan Freeman voice.
It's great. That is
Let's
great.
you want to do picks?
Let's do some picks, bitch.
Ooh, we better do our.
Say what? Oh, you have got to be kidding me.
No.
Pick of the week.
Let's see. Okay.
Oh, it wasn't over.
Oh shit.
It's over now. But
Oh,
it
okay.
wasn't over when I said that. Okay, do you have one?
I think I just landed on one. I'm kind of excited for it.
Okay.
I think it's probably stupid, but whatever. I'm going for it. I think the Bills are going to hand the first loss to the Patriots this week. In my say what pick of the week, is it a say what pick of the week because they're both 3-0?
Oh, it's definitely a big say what big of the week.
I feel like it is because
It's
it's still Buffalo.
It's still Buffalo from last year, and it's against the Patriots who have just been murdering everybody.
I'm thinking the only they're in Buffalo, so that'll hopefully help my case.
Yeah. I did something just completely stupid that I have no faith in whatsoever, and that is
Pick the Vikings to beat the Bears.
no, that's happening.
Yeah, it actually
That's just
very
my normal
possible. Like
pick.
I have no idea who will win that game.
That's Detroit to beat Kansas City.
That was my backup because it's not gonna happen. But
No, it's
it
definitely
could.
not going to happen.
Where's that one at?
In
Oh,
Detroit,
it is in Detroit, so it's
that's not known for being like a tough environment or anything. I
no,
mean,
but
just
still, it's at a home game.
Detroit Lions fans will be excited to see. They'll probably be wearing like Patrick Mahomes jerseys.
Yeah, they'll probably be more excited for Mahomes than Stafford.
and plus, that's a close. That's not that far away. Like as far as like diehard fans who travel, like Kansas City to Detroit, they could make that drive if they wanted. I feel like this year, Kansas City fans would be like a lot more willing to make that kind of travel.
Could you pick the Broncos to beat the Jaguars? As I say, what pick of the week?
I saw that. I almost feel like he could, but
That's kind of a
wouldn't.
joke jab at Jump Step.
I
Sorry,
wouldn't.
buddy.
I honestly, I feel like you probably could, but like, not going to or anything. I mean, all right, let's go. Thursday Night Football, Philadelphia versus Green Bay.
Man, it's in Lambeau. Probably Green Bay. I guess God, I don't want either team to win.
Right.
Like I don't want Green Bay to win because they'll be 4-0, but I don't want the Eagles to win because it's the Eagles. So I'm gonna go the Packers. It's in Lambeau and they're currently better. I don't know.
I went with Philly because
probably-
of reasons.
Yeah, probably the same reason that
Yeah,
I didn't
that you
go
went
with Philly.
Philadelphia. Yeah. Speaking of your division, Washington versus the Giants.
the Giants will probably win. Washington is just really bad.
You know, I honestly don't think that the Washington is absolutely bad. And before this Daniel Jones things, I would have definitely picked Washington. Like if Eli Manning was still there,
Yeah,
But as it is,
I think momentum right now is behind the Giants.
right. I did pick the Giants, although Case Keenum's got like he's getting crazy like fantasy points, and like I said, that wide receiver is legit. But yeah, I'm still going with the Giants. Whatever. Just my Casey. It's just like my Adrian Peterson. My lingering Adrian Peterson Case Keenum fandom, I think, is getting in the way of my thing there. Kansas City versus Detroit. Starts my statement. What do you got?
I'm gonna go Kansas City.
Yep, that makes sense. Tennessee versus Atlanta.
Atlanta.
I also picked it.
I also think I think KC is going to be one of those teams that either goes undefeated and into the playoffs, but I think once again they're going to lose in the playoffs.
Well,
Andy Reid can't not lose in the playoffs.
Well, that's the thing. Like they're both AFC teams, the Patriots and the Chiefs. So it's like,
I do think it will be between those two. I don't
Probably,
know
just-
another AFC team that will contend,
well, it's just like last year, right? But
or maybe the Ravens.
last
but
year
they
they
had
had
their
to-
chance
yeah.
this past week.
last year they had to deal with Kareem Hunt not being part of the team when he was such a big part of the team all season. This year, they're killing it with rookie wide receivers and basically no running game.
It's Mahomes, right? Like Mahomes is
Yeah.
the best quarterback. But now Tom Brady's still the best quarterback in the league. But like Mahomes is the future. Mahomes is currently probably the best quarterback in the
I
league.
don't even know if at this specific point in time,
It's Mahomes.
it's Mahomes is the
Yeah.
best quarterback in the NFL right now. Like if I had my choice of any quarterback, it would be Mahomes. I would want Mahomes on my team.
Yeah. I love Dak. I love what he's doing this season. But Mahomes is doing it better.
Yeah. I don't trust Lamar Jackson yet, really,
No.
fully. Tom Brady's long in the tooth. Patrick Mahomes is who I would like hands down. Like not even it wouldn't even be fucking
He's
close.
just so good. It's amazing. It's impressive.
Yeah, like just last year doing stuff like I was like, there's no way he's gonna
He's-
do that again this year. And
He
he's
seems
doing
so
it
like
again this
calm
year.
and cool about it too.
And he's just like doing this where he's looking over here and throwing the ball this way, and it's like a pinpoint accurate like shot to whoever's over there.
He did one of those week one though and airmailed it over Travis Kelce.
Oh, it did. Well, okay, that's good. That's good to know. He's like
Yeah, he's human.
He's not a throwbot. Cleveland versus Baltimore.
Baltimore.
Yeah. Yep. Oakland versus Indianapolis.
Indy.
Buffalo versus New England. Oh, that's
Oh,
your
I
say
picked
what pick of the
Buffalo as
week.
my say
Yep.
what pick of the
I
week.
picked New England.
Smart.
Yeah. Carolina versus Houston.
Carolina. I think
Oh,
Carolina.
drinking the
will
Kyle
win.
Allen Kool-Aid.
It's only because I just don't hear anything about Houston.
Wow.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't think they're gonna win, even though they're at home and they've got a better defense.
Yeah. I picked Houston. The Chargers versus the Dolphins.
I'm not even.
Yep.
We both know
Yep.
this.
Yep. Tampa. I'm not even gonna.
Yeah, everyone in the audience knows this.
Tampa Bay versus the Rams.
The Rams.
Yep. Seattle versus Arizona.
Seattle.
Yep, that's what I picked. Minnesota versus Chicago.
This is tough. I think Minnesota's going to beat them.
Really?
I think they'll rely on the run game. Oh, fuck. Your offensive line is better. I think Minnesota will beat. It's in. It's in
It's not a
Chicago.
winter game, though.
Shit,
Like-
I know. I'm going to go with Minnesota on this one.
All right. I also obviously am going with the winners.
They right now, Chicago. I know. Yeah, Trubisky had 3 touchdown passes, right? But I honestly think that the Chicago's defense is the only reason why they're winning games.
I mean, is Mitchell Trubisky going to be able to put up 3 touchdown passes versus the Minnesota defense? Probably not.
Probably not,
I would
no.
say probably not.
And the
Although
reason
he does play well against them, I must say.
But then,
it really pisses me off.
like you guys, they don't have I don't think they have a defined number one running back. They don't give it to Montgomery enough times to be a number one. They sprinkle in Cohen a little bit, and then they have Mike Davis. So it's a 3-headed monster.
The funny thing about like that whole situation is Jordan Howard would kill us all the time. I feel like Jordan Howard used to like rip us apart.
Yeah, and Philly's
He's
not really using him.
Oh, no, they're not.
Like he had a touchdown this past week, but they're not really using him. They're using Miles Sanders, and I don't know. Too many teams are doing. I get why teams are doing running back committees. That you get more out of your running back.
It's annoying fantasy wise.
Yes.
that's for sure.
Yeah.
Jacksonville versus Denver.
Jacksonville. It's in Denver though. I'm gonna go Denver. I changed it back. People they have a difficult time breathing sometimes there.
That's true. I picked Jacksonville. Okay, here we go. Dallas versus New Orleans Sunday Night Football.
Cowboys, baby.
I also picked Dallas, but you almost had me talked out of it earlier. I was thinking about this pick, and you were like rattling off the people that Dallas beat. I'm like, oh god.
I know. That's why I think this is it's gonna be a test
Yeah,
because having to go to New Orleans on Sunday Night Football, and after New Orleans just beat Seattle in Seattle,
Right.
like both teams have momentum going into this game, but I think the Cowboys offensive line is better. Their defense has been their defense has been doing a bend don't break. It's not a shutdown defense like the Bears, but it's been good enough. Their wide receiver core is pretty solid. Amari Cooper's killing it. Dak's killing it. Like Witten has a touchdown in every game back from retirement.
Yeah.
Like I just think the weapons are going to outnumber. But I'm so afraid of Alvin Kamara.
As you should be.
And we'll stack the box, and I think that's when Michael Thomas will torch us, or Ted Ginn.
Yeah.
It's tough. It's tough.
Yeah, I'm having a tough time with this one now. I mean, I almost want to say New Orleans just to fuck with you because
I
you've
get
been
it.
doing that with me
I picked the Vikings, didn't I?
this week.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, it felt weird picking the Vikings, by the way.
yeah, see, that's what I'm saying.
Maybe I need to pick the Bears so the Vikings win.
No, because
Okay.
it didn't work one other time. I want to pick New Orleans, but it's because you talked me out of it.
I'm just relaying all the fears that I currently have.
Right, and okay. So Cincinnati versus Pittsburgh, Monday Night
Who
Football.
cares? Like,
Yeah.
it's
I actually
gonna
had
suck.
a tough time picking this one because I was like, who is gonna win this?
Did
game?
you hear last night when they were? I felt like I heard them saying like, "Hey, next week, tune in where the Bengals face the Steelers." All right, now we're back to because it's just not going to be an exciting game. The Bengals kind of suck, and the Steelers suck.
I do think the Bengals are better than, like, I don't know.
I think the Bengals will beat the Steelers.
I have the Bengals as well because I think the Bengals are better than, like, their record. I don't know. They seem like they're a little bit better than last year. I don't think they deserve to be.
I think they're trying. I think they're trying to. They're trying to figure it out. I think they're trying to figure out their new system because it's what Zach Taylor or something.
Yeah.
You don't fall from the seat a little bit. Oh, okay.
There's a thing that's
there's a-
specifically designed for what you're trying to do there. All right.
I think like right now, I went with the Bengals because I'm basing it on quarterback matchups, and Andy
Base.
Dalton's not great, not stellar, but he's better right now than Mason Rudolph.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah, which isn't saying a ton, but I get what you're saying.
See, you get what I'm laying down.
See what I'm saying?
This is a long fucking podcast.
Yeah, it must have been.
I just shut my computer down.
All right, I'm playing the outro. Hey, you can watch us on. You can tweet us at ProFBJuice. Hashtag Juice Nation.
Facebook us, Pro Football Juice. It's pretty much the same thing.
Yep, you can Pro Football Juice us at Gmail.
Yeah. .com. Fucking listen to us anywhere podcasts are available.
Yep.
Which is fucking everywhere.
Yeah, apparently, and you can watch us live on Twitch whenever we do this. Hopefully, like more consistently weekly now.
Yeah, and I feel, man, I really enjoy remembering the podcast. I'm gonna remember doing this podcast.
Yeah, that's pretty wild.
because I was sober.
And you can remember it too on YouTube.
Yeah.
Thanks to
Yeah, definitely check us out, guys, on Twitch or YouTube. We're much more attractive than our voices let on.
that's
At least Jesse is.
not true actually. Thanks, Emily.
This is riffing. Jesse's just gone. Oh, thanks for that, Brian.
Yeah. Yep. Thanks to
Brannigan. Oh, I gotta think. I want to think of a good Brannigan, like
Brannigan?
Zap Brannigan, but
Bran-
Brannigan,
Brannigan.
Brannigan.
Where's
Smokey
Narco?
Marketing. Yep.
Uh.
Bill.
Oh yeah, Bill. JB was around here somewhere.
Yeah.
I seen her.
Jerry Olmsted for offering me a trade midway so we could talk about it.
Yeah, ripped to that piece of shit spider that was running around.
Oh my God, that's right. Jesse killed a beast of a spider that Bill just wanted to be friends with.
I'm a man.
Yes.
Peace.
Deuces. I'm a man.
I'm a man. I'll kill the motherfucking spider.